everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we are going to be looking at the full moon messages for the sign of Virgo. So Virgo, when I do full moon messages, I gear more towards full moon release. So on my journey, I have really benefited from doing full moon release rituals and releasing what no longer serves me, okay? So that's kind of my intention for this reading. And I used my surrender deck, and it's interesting because you actually got surrender to non-action. So we're going to be talking about taking some time, taking a bit of a breather. And I think this is a really important message. I know it's one that I need to hear. So let's get into it, all right? So surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Now, I'm just going to say this is a general reading, so if you feel intuitively guided to take action right now, by all means, go ahead and do so. For those of you who are resonating with this, you might be feeling tired, burnt out, exhausted is the word that I'm seeing. That's how I've been feeling. I know with myself, I've been trying to do a lot more lately, and I just want to get things going. And it's kind of funny because I used to be like this all the time. And I barely even noticed that I went back into this energy of trying to create something, trying to make something work. And I always, I guess, like, Jenna, you always preach, have some time to connect with yourself, give yourself some peace, but I haven't been doing that lately. So some of you might be resonating with this, but just, when you have a full-time job, you're busy and it's hard to do so. And then we're trying to move forward, we're trying to create something, we're trying to build a business, we're trying to do. And so for those of you who are resonating right now, who are feeling that exhaustion or feeling defeated is a word I'm seeing, we're being encouraged to surrender to non-action. And here's the thing, and this is something that I always forget. Taking a breather, even if it's a short one, it doesn't have to be a long breather. Just taking a period of rest, I'm hearing, can really help push us forward, okay? I'm seeing the word 5, so to me that represents changes, but also it could push us 5 months ahead, it could push us 5 years ahead. If we just take some time to sit in the quiet, to reconnect with ourselves, and to really figure out what it is that we want, which avenue we want to take. There's so many different things and so many different benefits from taking a period of rest, especially when you're feeling very confused, especially when you're feeling a little bit chaotic, whether in your mind or in your life. You feel like there's a lot on the go, I'm hearing. Just taking a step back and having a breather, okay? A rest. This could be a week, this could be a weekend, this could be a couple of months. It just really depends on your situation, all right? Part of me was like, I need to get the full moon readings done, and then I'll do it. And that's fine as long as I actually do it, but I need to take some time for myself right now, which is really important, okay? It's interesting because you got a bunch of cards from my one deck. You have the patience card, so taking that breather, having patience, and waiting to take action. You have the teach card, the transform card, and the joy card. And how I'm interpreting this is taking this breather, having the patience to take it, is going to teach you something that you really would benefit from knowing. Key information, okay? I'm seeing the word effect as well. So it's going to have a beneficial effect on you and your life. Transform, right? Transform. So divine plan. My guides keep showing, I just keep seeing words. Whatever it is you want to call it. Okay. Transform. Okay. So when we think about the caterpillar, and it takes time in the cocoon to become a butterfly, taking a rest, no matter how long, is really helping us to transform our lives. In the messages, it keeps coming up, doing things differently. Let's do things differently. And I am so focused on doing things the same right now because that's all I know. And it's really, really hard, and it's putting a lot of stress on me. But that's all I know, right? And my guides are just kind of like, Jenna, you need to take a breather, honey. To the point where they're pushing me. They're pushing me over the edge. So I will take some time to breathe. But this can help us get those epiphanies, be able to hear the intuitive inspiration that we need to be able to move forward. Whereas if we're constantly striving to move forward, busy, we're not always getting to where we want to go, right? And as my guide showed me today, what they like to call a shortcut. There's a simpler way of doing this, Jenna, of doing things, they're saying. So for my case, it just seems like a long road, and they showed me, no, it's not. It's not a long road. It doesn't have to be a long road. Okay, just continue to listen to yourself. But to be able to do that, you need to take a breather, okay? Ooh. Ooh. And I feel at peace right now. I do, in my body. Okay. So there is a time and a place for action, and you will intuitively know when to do it. When to take the action, where to take the action. Interesting, that's interesting. How to take action, how to move forward. But if you are stuck in the old ways, or if you are stuck in that chaotic thinking, or just having a lot of chaos around you, it might not be the time for you to move forward as quickly as you're wanting to. But that doesn't mean you won't move forward quickly. We need to clarify that. Jenna, they're saying, again, you could take 5 days rest and come up with a brilliant plan that will help move you forward, either 5 months forward, I'm seeing 5 months, or you could be where you want to be in 5 months, they're saying. It really depends on the situation. It depends on your belief in yourself, okay? Ooh. It's interesting because you also had 2 other cards that came out. You had surrender your addictions and surrender to success. The surrender your addictions card, this is what I'm getting from that, is us going back to the old ways. Constantly going back to the old ways. Being stuck in that cycle, being stuck in that thought pattern, thought process, whatever it is. I keep going back to the same thing, going back to the same, okay, well, I can always work the same kind of jobs, and I can always try the same way to meet my future partner. I can always do this, and I keep trying, and it's not working, and I could try harder. But then if I take a breather and I stop and think, is this really what I want? You know? It's the same thing with my last job. I love the people at my job, but did I want to strive that hard to work at, it was a task that I didn't enjoy doing. Did I really want to wake up every morning and do a job that I didn't enjoy? No, I didn't. I didn't want to. So sometimes we need that breather to have those realizations. I've definitely been getting the word pivot lately, and change in direction, which is really interesting because I think a lot of us have been thinking, okay, this is the method that we're going to do, or this is the direction we're going to go in, and Spirit has something else planned for us, something better. Career decisions is what I'm hearing. For some of you, this has to do with your career. Okay, they're like, yeah. They're having me exhale, but they're like, we're excited, we're excited, we're excited. The Surrender to Success card, I really love this. So for it to come out sideways is all about potential energy for me. And I feel that when we surrender to non-action, we remove the old ways of doing things, that's when the success comes in. I'm going to read the bottom because it might resonate with some of you, okay? It says, you are ready to experience abundance. My cats are like, don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties or old ways of doing things, my cats are saying. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Yeah, an exciting new world of possibilities. New possibilities for us. So they're saying Jenna doesn't have to go back to a minimum wage retail job that she thinks that's the only jobs that she can ever get. She's limiting herself, they're saying, by thinking that that's the only experience that she has. No. Okay, so Virgo, you might resonate with that. We're limiting ourselves in so many different ways sometimes that we can't see what's in front of our nose. We can't see the direction that our intuition is guiding us to. And that's why having that quiet time and that period of non-action is really important, right? Yeah. Because my guides are showing me moving forward, trying to move forward, doing something that doesn't really fit what I want to be doing full time. Maybe right now it could help a little bit, but what I want to do full time, it's not always necessary. It's not always helping, honey, they're saying. And it's just like I'm treading water and I'm putting out this effort, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting anywhere. And my guides are saying, Jenna, maybe you're not supposed to get anywhere with it. It's so funny. My last job, I loved it. I loved what I was doing until I moved into like this one position, and then I hated it. And it was so hard for me to leave, but at the same time, I knew I had to. I knew I had to. But sometimes these things don't work out for us so that we can find better. Because if I had stayed in the one position, I would have been there a long time. I would have. I know I would have. And my guides were like, no offense to that job, Jenna, but you didn't come here to do that job. You didn't come here to do that job, Virgo. So if some of you are having difficulty seeing past limitations, you were put on this earth to do so much more than you ever thought was capable, okay? And that's what they're saying, Virgo. So, sorry we're talking about me, but some of you might be feeling this same kind of limitations for yourself. It's a general reading, so it's kind of hard for me to give a bunch of examples. But, yeah, okay. Okay, my guides want to talk about letting creativity flow right now. Let creativity flow. And now I'm feeling fresh energy, movement. They're saying it's movement, fresh energy and movement in my body. Taking some time and letting ourselves be creative and do things that we enjoy doing, instead of constantly striving to get somewhere. You have the Unleash Creativity card on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Also, with a destroyer card, I always see the volcano as being letting your passions erupt, you know, letting them out. Having fun. Doing what you enjoy can teach you just as much as the negative experiences in our lives have taught us. Okay. I honestly feel that I learn a lot from my failures, or what I've viewed as failures in the past, the negative experiences. But my guides are saying, Jenna, you've learned a lot from the positive experiences as well. So, okay. So the vibe that they're giving me right now, Virgo, is us taking some time to just be and enjoy our lives and do what it is that we enjoy doing. So for some of you, maybe you enjoy painting. I'm kind of getting the vibes of somebody doing things with essential oils or creating their own perfumes. For some of you, I'm seeing the word cleaning. Some of you love cleaning. I love organizing. Virgo. Whatever it is that makes you happy, Virgo, do it. Do it, even if it's just a small amount a day. But I tell you, I feel so much more at peace right now in your reading than I have all damn day, because I just feel like I'm basically peeling myself out of bed and trying to push myself and force myself to do things so I can get ahead. And my guides are like, you don't have to do that when you're doing something that you enjoy. When I started my last job, I really loved going. So getting out of bed was very easy. You know, I would have done it. I kind of feel like I would have done it for free. So, you know, there are things out there that bring us joy. We just need to be able to find them. And we find them when we take some time to step back and refocus and figure out what it is that we truly want. What is it that's going to make us happy? And that can really help us find direction in our lives. That can help with the transformation. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Surrender to Trust card. I love that. Trusting in your intuition, trusting in yourself enough to know when it's right to move forward and what direction to move in. If you feel that you've got this, Virgo, if you feel you've got this and you know what you're doing and you're happy with what you're doing, then don't listen to me. Okay? Then don't listen. This is for those of you who have been striving. We don't seem to be getting anywhere, and we don't seem to be as happy as we could be, okay? And when I move that card, you also have Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Just being you. So this is about giving us time to be able to step into the power of who we truly are, Virgo. And that's that transformation, right? Stepping into who we are. Being in alignment with our soul and our soul's desires. Surrender your ego. So letting go of, it's hard, but letting go of all those things that we've been taught. That's what I'm getting from that. That we have to keep hustling to be successful. That we need to keep moving forward, and with some struggle to be able to get anywhere. My kids are like, Jenna, can you tell them the story about your Instagram? Okay. So I have a couple of Instagrams because I have them kind of for like business or work or whatever. I have a Divine Direction one. So for this channel, and that's where I talk about, I do my readings and I talk about spirituality and all that jazz. I have another one that I post pictures of like home decor stuff and me styling it. I don't do that one that often, but that's one that I would really like to move forward with. And then I created this other one because I have so many different interests and I feel that they don't really go together. So I created a separate one because I really like vintage kitschy kind of stuff. And so I created this account and I posted only 3 photos, and they're photos of things that I found at yard sales. Okay. So that account only has 3 photos and I already have over 85 followers just from 3 photos, and that happened within like a week. Within a week, I got that many followers. My Divine Direction one, I work hard on, and I've taken breaks with it, but I work so hard on that one, and I haven't broken 100 yet, and I've been doing it for over a year. So there's 555 on the clock. And my guides are saying, you know, Jenna, you can use that as a comparison where I'm trying to build followers, and I just, you know, the one with the kitschy stuff, that's something I love. You know, it's a different kind of love. I enjoy that. I posted it. I barely did anything except for take a picture and post it. Got all these followers. I do this work and I don't have a lot, right? So my guides are like, well, you know, maybe not exactly, but this is a good example of us thinking it's going to take forever to get followers, if that was the goal, right? If that was the goal. It's not really my goal. My goal is to get my message out there, or their message out there, our message out there, whatever you want to call it. And help people move forward, help people find direction, all that stuff, okay? But things can happen a lot quicker than we anticipate, especially if we're comparing them to how things used to be or how things have been in the past. But my guides are saying, when I was telling you about what I want out of that Instagram, they're saying, Jenna, when you take a breather, that can really help you figure out what it is that you truly want, what direction you want to go in. So whether you're looking for a career, or you're starting a business, or like honestly anything in your life, Virgo, taking that breather can really help us do some deep diving, some soul searching, and figure out, okay, let's get to the bottom of this. What do I really want out of this? What do I really want out of life? And that's when we start seeing how to move forward. That's when we start seeing the signs. And it stops feeling like we're always treading water. Okay, so give yourself a break, Virgo. Have some patience right now with yourself and where you're going in life. You know, take this time to do things that you really enjoy. Stop and smell the roses. Admire the stars and the moon. Dance to music. Do something creative, and really have the intention of finding clarity when we take this little step back. It's not a setback, they're saying it's a step back, by the way. But have the intention of finding that peace, finding that clarity, that you want to have those epiphanies. And that's really going to teach you and transform your life, Virgo, okay? It's going to help you find who you truly are and what's going to make you the happiest that you could be. Okay, Virgo, I love this for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if this message resonated, and hopefully I see you in the next video.